The Differences Between the North and South by Michael Miller and John Benner. America was still growing, as it was back then in the 1500s. There were only 22 states, and it was not truly free, due to one thing: slavery. The North and South were split political parties. The North were Whigs and Republicans. This didn't really mean there were many Democrats here as well. The South was mostly Democratic. The Democrats broke into Northern and Southern Democrats because the Democrats wanted to migrate north. The economy mainly relied on the railroad system. The North had a bigger railroad system. The South had a railroad system, but it wasn't really as good, and it meant supplies couldn't be transported. This meant that it would make work harder for the slaves. The South had to make money for the war, so slavery was mainly part of that. Whenever slavery came into the South, it was respected. It wasn't really shunned by any people from the South. The climate between the North and South was very different. The North really wasn't meant for slavery because it was very cold, as well as it did not have a very long growing season, which meant slavery wasn't useful. The South mainly had a long growing season, and it was hot, very humid, made work hard for slaves. This meant slavery was harder, and it was useful. The differences between the North and South, geography-wise, is the South had very flat land, and the North was mountainous, because this made slavery not even useful because you couldn't grow anything on the mountains and hills of the North. North grounds was very dry. This is another reason slavery couldn't exist. The South's ground was very fertile, which made slavery practical. Slavery was also flat. And the South's flat land made it easy to grow crops as well, which helped the economy. Slavery was in part of everything, as you can see.